All right. Hello, everyone. Sorry for the quick intro there. Welcome. Today is going to be a more casual stream. Oh, so casual. I need to get my lights on. Here we go. One moment. Let's get the studio lights going, and then on, on, and on. Okay, there we go. That is the ambiance we want. Okay, welcome to the stream. Please comment if you're here. Today, we're going to be doing a really fun unboxing type of video. I've got the unboxing cam set up. Let's go to that camera. That is camera 3. There we go. Ooh, let's see if we can get a little bit more light on camera 3. I think it looks pretty good. Let's see if we can get a bit more light here. Or, you know what? I'll just give me 1 second here. Let's get a little bit more light on that angle. Let's adjust contrast. Okay, there we go. So this should be, let's see what the unboxing cam is going to look like. This is camera 3. Okay, there we go. It's hard to tell how much light there is without, what do you call it? without anything on there against a very dark surface. So I think this should be good. Let's give this a try now. There we go. It's kind of cool with these ATEM cameras. I can adjust on the fly. So we will have to see how that goes. Okay, let's give this a shot. Okay, so today what I'm doing is I am unboxing and building a NAS. Now, building in a loose sense, this is a Synology NAS. It is pre-built. This is the Synology DS1522. But I'm going to open it up, put the disks in it, set up a disk array, and basically just get this set up. So, motivating behind this, we've got AWS Made Easy. We've been creating a lot of content. We are on episode 65 soon, and hours of content. We've got better cameras, as you can see. Those better cameras mean taking up more and more room. We're making shorts, and the shorts mean more edits. We just posted a really fun short that had a great time editing. Oh, hi, Simon. Thank you for your comment. Simon Aurora, that's a great setup, Stephen. Samar, thank you so much for your comment. Really appreciate it. And thank you for joining the stream today. Hope it's useful. All right, well let's give this a shot. Okay, so I'm setting up this NAS because we've been making all this content and I need somewhere to put it. And I'm a very big cloud advocate. But for local editing, you still want to have something just ready to go. You want to be able to access it locally on a low latency connection. Now, for editing, I use a MacBook Pro, and I've got 512 gigs of space. But with all the system files and everything, I've only got really 150 gigabytes to really play with. So because of that, I can't I end up needing more space than that. And if I've got 3 or 4 active projects all at once, I've been ending up moving things back and forth to a drive, and then if I collaborate with another editor, it's not been as smooth as I would have liked it. And I'm so with this NAS, I would like to be able to have all of my content in a single source of truth, and then back that up to S3. So with that, let's unbox this, and then I'm just going to be talking through my thoughts as I unbox this. So here's the plan. Let's make a little a checklist before we go too much further. Let's make a plan, and let's put this on screen. find my StreamYard. Present. Share screen. All right. So here's the checklist that I want to do for today. Let's get a big font so we can all see this here. Say 32. Okay. So let's unbox the NAS. Now I want to install the 10 GBE expansion card. I don't have any other 10 gigabit hardware yet. Here's the 10 GBE expansion card. But once I will get some eventually. It seems like once I have all this set up, the network is going to be the limiting factor. So I will get that eventually. So I just once I have all the drives in there, I don't want to open it up and tinker around with it. So I want to do that there. So let's put this here on the side. Then let's install 3x of these Seagate 1 terabyte Iron Wolf 125s. And so the idea is that this is going to be my working storage. So at any given point, I have maybe 3 or 4, 5 videos that I'm working on the post production, and the Seagate this 1 terabyte, which is going to be set up in a RAID 5. So this should provide me 2 terabytes of RAID 5. So that's 3x 1 terabyte SSDs, and this RAID 5. And then I'm going to install 1x 4 terabyte hard disk. This is this Western Digital Red over here. Now, this Western Digital drive, I've actually got a second one that's currently an archive volume. So what I do is once I have this drive installed, I want to copy everything from my other drive over to this one and then set it up as RAID 1. So then let's see, boot, set up RAID 5 and RAID, set up RAID 5. We call this HDD A. And then we're going to do eval and volume. Copy all HDD content to HDD volume. Merge HDD A and HDD B into a RAID 1. Set up back up to S3. Okay, so that is the plan for today. So let's get to unboxing. So let's turn on the unboxing view. Nope, not that one. There we go. Okay, so laying this off here, we've got our network cable. We're going to need that in a bit. Let's see, how is the focus? How are you seeing the focus? Let's check on that quickly. I want to make sure that's all set up. Please comment. If you have any questions, let's tune the focus here. There we go. Much better. Okay, so we've got the Seagate drives. We've got our 10 GBE expansion card. We've got a nice Cat6e cable. Okay, let's start with the Synology DS1522 box. And then hello to everyone on Twitch. Hello to LinkedIn. If you are interested in setting up a NAS, please join. Okay, so let's open up this box. I'm just monitoring all the chats. Okay, so this is how it came from Amazon. I have not opened this. Let's move this out of the way here. Okay, this is. I really think cardboard construction has become an art. So we've got this little box here. Okay, this looks like adapters and cables. Get that out. And this must be the main unit. Wow, that's cool. Okay. This cardboard out of the way. There we go. Okay. Anything else in here? Nope. Looks just like insulation. Okay. So here is the DS1522. It is nicely wrapped up, almost like a little present. All right, let's open up this. Okay. Here, let's switch the views here so we can see the whole camera. Let's do. There we go. Okay. Here's the full view. Okay, so here is the DS1522. I noticed this is a dark box on a dark surface, which is making it a little bit tricky for the contrast. Let's put it right here. Here we go. Okay, that's it. This is the DS1522. It's got the 5 bays, as you can see here. Bay 1. Okay, this is the tray where the disk goes into. Let's have a look at that. So this should support either a 3.5-inch drive or a 2.5-inch SSD drive. They should both work. We've got bays 1 through 5. Those are identical. Power, lights for the 5 disks. We've got USB. Here on the back, these must be the NVMe. Yeah, this is NVMe expansion. Let's see if you can see that here. So on the back here, there's these 2 doors, 1 and 2, that are for NVMe expansion. Okay, and it has installation instructions for the NVMe right there. So the idea with the NVMe is it can act as, I believe if you have 1 installed, it will be a read cache, and if you have 2 installed, then 1 acts as a write cache. Now, initially, I'm not going to get some NVMe drives. If I see a good deal on 1, or I guess on 2, I'll get them. But initially, I didn't. Mostly because from what I read, they are. Let's put it back to camera view here. From what I read about the NVMe caches, is that they work better for lots of small files, but for video editing, where I'm primarily interested with very, very large files, it's not as advantageous as you would think. So that's why I didn't opt for it right away. I'll probably upgrade when I see a good deal on an NVMe drive. Okay, so let's check out the desk view. Here we go. There we go. I think I'm going to set up one more light for the desk view. for that noise. Okay. There we go. That is a bit better. Okay. So looking at the rest of this box, we've got some external SATA connectors. This is where the 10 GBE expansion card comes in, is right there. And then plus we've got USB, DC in, 4 LAN ports. I like these 2 fans. So initial impressions are quite good. Very happy about that. Okay, let's see what's in the accessories. This aside, we've got this little cardboard thing. Okay, we've got a power cable. Great. And then in here, I imagine there's some hardware brackets and a manual. Okay. Bunch of little screws. Put those aside. Okay. Oh, couple of network cables. That's handy. Power brick. Looks like some keys of some sort. And a quick installation guide. Okay. Anything else in here? No. Okay. All right. So we've got our little Synology NAS here. Thumbing through the quick installation guide, we are learning together. This isn't a prepared, this is not my area of expertise. So we are learning together. Looking here, it says, okay, step 1, you open this up, you pull out the drive bay, you can screw on some rails, and it looks like you put your drive in there and then screw it in. Looks straightforward enough. Okay. So let's have a look at that. So let's open up drive bay 1. Put this up here so we can see. Drive bay 1. Here we go. And I suppose the other thing I want to do before we get too much into it, I want to install this expansion card, because once I've got all the drives in there, I don't want to be wiggling this around as much. Well, I guess for the SSDs, it's not going to matter. So let's get this expansion card here. Now this is a slightly smaller screwdriver than I was expecting. That is going to go. It's going to go right in here. This is the Synology E10G22-T1-Mini. All right. So this is a 10 GBE expansion card. That is this. It's kind of cool seeing a little, I'll put this on the main view here. See that? There we go. There's a little heat sink right there on the chipset of the network card. I've never seen 10 GBE hardware before. This is my first time ever interacting with it. So, do you see that right there? Right there. Can you see that? Let's see if it'll autofocus. Or do I have to focus it manually? Let's see. By the way, there you go. That is the 10 GBE expansion card. Pretty nice. It looks like it was built exactly for this line of Synologies. There's the 10 GBE port. So let's open up this right here. Let's put this into the view. We will open up this right here and get it installed. Now, again, we are learning together. I am not much of a hardware person, learning out of necessity. Let's get this put together and see how far we get. Okay, I need to go grab a screwdriver with small bits here. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I am back. Now, hello again to anyone who's watching. I hope you're having a relaxed Thursday afternoon. So let's get this NAS put together. So I've got my little, let's go back into overhead mode. A little driver kit here. Let's see these ones. Nope, that is too small. There we go. Okay, there we go. We're in overhead mode. I'll be right back again. I need to find a smaller screwdriver. Okay, I'm back. This is the right tool for the job here. Let's adjust this camera view so you can see what's going on here. Here, there we go. I do like with these ATEMs, you can control the focus a bit. All right, can you see? There we go. Let me know if you need me to adjust anything. Get the view and the lighting just right. There we go. All right, let's get this door open. Very careful with these little screws. I don't want to lose them or drop them anywhere. Done that plenty of times. Okay, looks like it's just, I'm not sure. I think this is a different slot than I'm used to. Let's get this focus. There it is. There is the card, and it just seems to slot right in there. Okay, that's it. So now, in the future, the probably not too distant future, we will have 10 GBE capability on this NAS, which will be nice for video editing, moving a lot of files. Right now, I've got a Thunderbolt external drive, which it's simple and it's fast. Okay. All right, that's done. I'm gonna keep this plate somewhere because at some point we may decide not to be 10 GBE. I don't think there's anything else that can possibly go in there. So I don't think I would ever remove that, but you don't know. Okay, putting this here, orienting it this way. Let's get started with the drives. Got my area here. Okay, so here is a drive bay. Let's start by opening up one of these Seagate Iron Wolf SSDs. I think was smart and pre-stocked knife here. Okay. Okay, so here is the Iron Wolf 125 SSD, SATA 6 gigs per second. So I believe that how this mounts is onto these. Let's see if you can zoom in here. Can we zoom in? I believe we can. Let's see if we can do it manually. There we go. There we go. All right, hope you can see that. So these holes here, the light, 1, 2, 3, 4, which makes sense because then the interface to the drive is going to be at the back. Okay, so that is going to want to go that way. So let's open up this little bag of screws. I'm going to use this thing to pour them out and hold on to them. Let's just pour out what we need here. I wonder if the drive came with any screws. It did not. Let's see. So, just to make sure we're doing this right. So in the quick installation guide, 2.5 inch. This is what we're doing right here. Oh, I see. It wants us to pull those out. Does it want us to unscrew these? Pull. Oh, okay. I think it wants us to drive aside for a moment. It wants us to pull these out here. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Okay, pull those out. There. That's closed. There's no hardware or anything in there. No. I just wanted to pull it out, put some screws through the bottom, and then put it back in. Okay. Get that lined up. Okay. Let's get that started. I used to build a lot of computers, and it was really fun. And go through that stage where you know every last spec about every hardware. You know when the new things are coming out. Not as close to that part of it anymore. And I never got into gaming, not the type that was pushing the hardware in any sense. The last game I played a lot of was Age of Empires. My brother and I would, we would get up on a Saturday and play, a couple hours of Age of Empires. We had a big network of computers. Not big. We had a couple of computers set up in a network, and we would play Age of Empires for hours. Early on a Saturday morning till about lunchtime, and then go outside. Yeah, I remember knowing exactly the specs on everything in my computer, the chipset, the CPU, everything. Okay, these are not too tight. Okay, and then according to the guide here, I guess we put these tracks back in. I wonder why. Why do we have to take them out? I guess for a 3.5-inch drive, it would hold it in. Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. It's going to go through the screw holes for a 3.5-inch drive. And now I just want to get this part to reseat. All these things are flexible plastic now. I don't want to break anything. Why is that not reseating? Am I reading this right? For the 2.5-inch drives, do you not need them in there? No, I think that's what it is that you don't need them for the 2.5-inch drives because it would interfere. So for 3.5-inch drives, you take them out. 2.5-inch drives. There's step 1, remove them. Step 2, put in the SSD. Step 3, yeah, I guess you just leave them out. Okay, that makes sense because otherwise it would interfere because there's not enough room for a screw over there. Okay, so let's zoom this out. And we have the SSD here. And this should let's open this up so that the mechanism can close. There we go. Okay, drive bay 1, done. Let's Let's do bay 2. It is unfortunate how much waste you end up with. Try to recycle it, but still, it's not less in the first place would be better. This is the same thing. Oh, I should have that banner turned off. Let's turn that back off. You know, I think we could turn on a little bit of background music. I think it could be useful for this stream. Let's do. The StreamYard music loop is great, but I'm just looking for something that's a little bit better. Turn on one of the music for programming tracks. I like those. Okay. This is coming from the Music for Programming website, which is a handy way to have some programming music when you don't have your things with you. You don't have Spotify set up. You don't have anything. You just want some quick music right away. That is a good place to go. Is Music for Programming. Let's turn that on here. Key is to get this to play in StreamYard. Okay, I can add music and add it to the desktop. Let's see this right there. There we go. Let's see if this works. This is good. This might be too big. Too big. Something running. This is a tiny bit monotonous. Let's get some better music going here. That should work. Yeah, there we go. This is the Cyberpunk Synthwave mix. Put it in the comments. It is more my kind of thing. All right, back to work. Let's get this guy installed. What's your next hardware build? It's amazing we're so abstract, or at least I think so removed from the hardware world that is kind of pure consumer, I suppose, and not really buying much hardware. It takes some research in a while. It's just not crucial. In fact, put together with a lot of different options. Part of my thinking in this process, putting together the NAS, was: do I go SSD? Do I go spinning? Um, how many drives with each? Do I want big volume? Um, I'm going to worry about gigabit. That turns out I think that's actually a good idea. All right, second drive wrapped. Sure, tighten up. Do not ever want to secure any more of these threads. Okay, NAS Made 2. That's upside down. Again, never force it to break something. Okay, day 2. That should close nicely. Good. Protruding a little bit more. You see that? See if I can see it this way. I think it's okay. So you have to kind of trust your instincts here. Want this stuff to seat nicely. Okay, that feels right. Still very good. Still, I did. I'm not sure. First swapping 2 and 3. Nope, that's different. Well, let's see. This one. That looks okay. How does this go? Ooh, need to respond to a message. All right. So well. Let me compare these two. See that? They're both the same. It's always important to kind of follow this stuff out. Yeah, you're right. All right, that is big. Let's turn away. And we will set up drive number 3. This is the last SSD. Maybe the economies of scale of learning is having done this the third time that I've learned before. It makes you think about self-hosting versus using a managed service. With self-hosting, you kind of learn everything for the first time. And I enjoy it. The drive tray. Tell me some music. Putting in last SSD. Please ask any questions. What do you want to talk about? We are just have a fun Thursday afternoon working on getting this NAS set up. I'm going to start a big giant copy operation as soon as it's ready. Um, I've got a bit more content to go through. I was at the AWS Skills Center with a local AWS Seattle user group that I helped organize with Rob and Sully, and a great speaker, Nadine, on technology called Hootie. And it was funny because in the documentation there are these naming spelled hoodie, like something you would wear, and now it's HUDI, and it's with some type of copyright or something like that. Okay. All right, so Bay Drive 3, that's in. Now this should slide right into the NAS. Let's turn on this view. Yep, Bay 3. Turn this here so you can see. Let's zoom out. Okay. All right, Bay 3 is installed. Okay. Now, can you hear the music? Is that streaming okay? I hope so. You'll hear the music. All right, it's pretty good nonetheless. Okay, so we got the NAS now. Let's open up Bay 4. The Bay 4 is going to be different than our with red drive. Oh, I know what I can do to inject. Well, we'll do it later. So think about a different way to inject the audio into the stream to my other computer. There's so much to learn about streaming. So I gotta stay focused. Go on. Okay, contact drive. Do you remember the older drive? We had to put a jumper cable depending on where it was. The old IPD drive. I still have use all these tiny little jumpers, and depending on where the drive lived on the IPD box, we have to set those or not. On the 3.5 drive, this is a pin. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Here. See that? Here. Oh, it's the what do you do? Okay. This is the Western Digital 4 terabyte red box. Here. So that this is the drive. So I've got another one of these drives. The idea is that has a lot of my current data on it. So I want to put this drive in here, copy over the old data. That other drive is formatted as Apple file system BTFS. I need to copy that over the network, which is going to be BTRFS, and then I will switch it over to be a RAID RAID one. So I have two of these drives here. And the idea behind that is this is really just a local temporary storage until it gets to the cloud. Sometimes I get like an event, I've got 200 gigs of data, 100 gigs of data, and I'm nervous because until it's in the cloud, it's it's only in one place. I don't like it. I want it in the cloud. I want the guarantees of S3, the redundancy, the redundancy. Okay. Much different than some drive, but I suppose the future takes up with some of Okay. All right. So let's go back to our checklist for a moment. I want to. It's always good to keep track of where we're at. Let's go back to our checklist. Put this on the Green. Okay, so we have. Where are we? We have unboxed the now. This is done. And next setup, the next step is to power and boot this thing on. So let me give me a moment to. Oh, okay. So big power brick. I am going to need a new UPS soon, or a second UPS. I think pushing what I should be running on my current UPS. It really is all about redundancy, especially content creation. The really special about it is when all that conversation comes together, you've got people talking and ideas flowing, and at that moment, you really don't want to have to say, "Hey guys, hey everyone, sorry, hey everyone, do we want to retake that because I messed something up or I lost it?" And I've done it before. I had a great conversation with my cousin that I finally get to see, and so we recorded it together. And error with the SD, and that conversation it was a fun conversation. I'm glad I had it. It just lost the ether. Let's plug in the. Now I'm gonna plug in one of the included. These are Cat 5e cables, so these are on the verge of being gigabit. Uh, you know what? I cancel that. Let's go with my switch to the other camera view. This is a funny brand of cables. It's a villain. Okay, plugged into my desktop Linksys switch. Okay, power is on. So let's see. I assume that power this thing on, that it's going to show up somewhere on my network. I see. You go to find.synology.com or Synology NAS 5000. Let's see. All right, it's not there. Find.synology. I'm not putting this on screen because I know that there is a. Oh, yeah, hold on. Oh, there we go. Let's see if I can ping this. All right, it is still booting up, I believe. I'm going to this website called finds.synology find.synology.com, and it's doing something to try to figure out where the NAS is. Let's let it boot up. Now I know I need to be a bit careful about how much I want to. Oh, there it is. I'm hearing a beep. Turn down the background music a little bit, just because part of learning is with your ears. A large portion is with your ears. So, oh, cool. Okay, it found it. Now I'm not going to post the IP address or MAC address or serial number or any of that because yeah, I've heard there's a lot of um, security issues with Synology. I don't want to deal with that yet. You know, I need to change my audio device here and get some horrible echo. There we go. Now let's see. I wonder if I can present a screen that has. All right, let's stop that screen share. Present, share screen. Do you hear that in the stream? Okay, you do. Cool. All right, I'm just gonna leave that. I need to figure out a way of injecting background music into the stream in a better way. I know how to do it using my ATEM. I don't think it's set up for it yet. I just haven't tested it yet. Okay, so I've got the Synology NAS, the Synology Web Assistant, and let's connect to this NAS. Now I have read the terms of the EULA. Done. Okay, set up your DS1522 Plus now. Now it wants to install the latest version of DSM, which is the Disk Station Manager. So I am letting that install. Now let's see. I think I could, if I share the screen carefully. There we go. Let's see if I can put this on screen. Yep, that is installing the Disk Station Manager. Okay, so this is the This is like it's basically just the operating system of Synology. Um, Okay, now it is rebooting. That's kind of cool. I mean, it's coming up. So far, so good. Check out the hardware view. Not much to see anymore. It's just a box, but it's right there. Let's clean up some of this plastic bits. I keep these as cable ties to organize. Keep that for keeping the 3D filament, 3D printing filament. Static bags for putting of these. Okay, so this is the Cat 5e cable that it came with. Let's put this away. This knife I got at the Dollar Tree. It's been very helpful. Okay, so it looks like our NAS is installing. So while we're waiting for this, I was thinking maybe I can go over one of the diagrams, how I see this fitting in. Let's go over to Lucid Chart. I always find it very helpful to make a chart of everything. So this is the streaming setup chart. Ooh, I hear a little beep from the NAS. Let me just double check. Okay, launching built-in packages. Let's share this tab. Here we go. Okay, so the NAS looks like it's doing its thing, launching built-in packages. This might take a few more minutes. Let's go back to the diagram. Share this tab. Okay, so this is my studio setup. This has actually become a tiny bit dated. So I need to update this. Yeah, this is a little bit dated. I mean, this is kind of correct, but yeah, it's a bit dated. Anyway, let's figure out the NAS setup where the NAS fits. This is really how it's working. Is that I've got my A10 Mini Extreme ISO that's plugged into a couple of cameras, and that's how I'm able to switch. Let's update. Yeah, I've got one of these. Let's put that over here. So I've actually got two of those. Okay, so those go in like that. So now thinking about where the NAS plugs in, this is going to go to my network switch. I believe I have that over here. Do I have the network switch here? I don't. Oh, yep, I do. That's it. The Linksys E3000 Linksys SE 3008. That's what I have. So this is here. That is connected currently via gigabit link to there. I don't want that. There we go. Okay. So now let's find the DS1522 Plus. I thought this used to work for images. I could have sworn this used to have an image search. That was really handy when they had that. Not there. Images panel. Ah, there we go. DS1522 Plus. Okay, that's that. So this is currently plugged into this switch. There. Okay. So that is the diagram kind of physically. Now let's make a more logical diagram. I haven't seen these new, there we go, shapes panel. No, I don't want templates. Ah, here we go. Let's just grab some shapes. So we're gonna have 1 terabyte SSD. Again, we're just kind of thinking logically here. Here, and here. And this gets here. And this is going to be a RAID 5. And 3 1 terabyte drives in RAID 5 should give me a 2 terabyte volume. And this is going to be active storage. Readable. Or sorry, I'm going to call it active volume. Active projects. These are for videos that I'm currently editing. They're going to live in this active projects folder. Oh, bad posture, bad habit. Okay, that's better. Active projects. Let's check on the NAS. Site can't be reached. Oh, there we go. I think I can share this tab. Let me just click through and make sure there's nothing there. Oh, there we go. I want to name the device, so I don't want to do that on camera. Okay, so now what we're doing, just going through the Synology setup here. Let's install the packages, create a Synology account to receive more benefits. I'm going to skip this for now. You know what? I don't want this tab to be here. I'm going to share this tab. And let's. Okay, I believe I can share this tab now. So let's share this tab. Okay, let's put this back on the screen. Okay, so I've never done this before. We are learning as we go. Okay, so what we want to do, we want to. Well, we don't have to create a folder yet. Let's just browse this. Well, we want to set up some volumes. I would love to see it saying, okay, well, where, if you wanted the shared folder, okay, there's no shared folder. All right, I'm going to need a moment to explore this. Create storage pools and volumes, RAID type, RAID 5 with 3 SSD drives. All right. Well, you know what? I want to spend a bit of time thinking about this. It was really fun building the NAS together. Um, I'm going to clock out of the stream, but I will record what I'm doing, and I would love to share the learnings of setting up S3 intelligent tiering on it some other time. All right. Well, thanks, everyone. Talk to you later.